Hello everyone, Kayla here, and this is What the Kink, a natural hair channel where I share my personal hair journey and tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you with your own. It was asked of me to compare Paul Mitchell the conditioner to the GVP leave-in conditioner that has been specifically designed to mimic the Paul Mitchell conditioner. We are about to get real analytical up in here today, so hang tight. Okay, so first off, I want to actually talk about these products because maybe you've never heard of either of them or one of them. So the first thing I'm talking about is the GVP, that means generic value products, leave-in conditioner compared to Paul Mitchell, the conditioner. And then, y'all, I just realized yesterday that mine is a misprint and I've used almost this entire bottle and didn't realize it. But the little green label is supposed to be on the front because the green indicates that it's like a part of their Paul Mitchell copy line situation. But anyway, if you're not familiar, the GVP brand is one that is in Sally Beauty stores. So you can only get this product in Sally Beauty. And I believe the only size is 16 ounce. You're going to pay $10 and some change for it. And so it's about 64 cents or so per ounce if you pick up the GVP version of the Paul Mitchell conditioner. Now, let's talk about Paul. This is Paul Mitchell the conditioner, which is a leave-in conditioner. They do use a color system too to indicate which line it's from. Everything from the original line has this blue color on it. And so this is something from the original line. They have made this product for a very long time. I have the sample size, the small one, because I already had so much of the GVP that I'm like, I really don't need a whole other bottle of this. But I for comparison purposes, I did the direct price comparison of the closest size that they had. So Paul Mitchell's sizing is kind of like weird, like it's like 0.1, 0.9, you know, so they don't have a direct 16 ounce, they have a 16.9 ounce, and the 16.9 ounce is $17.50, so it's $1.03 per ounce. Of course, you knew that this is going to be more expensive. It's not a thing, right? It also is available in a smaller size, which is the 10.1 ounce, and you can also pick it up in 33.8 ounce if you just really got to have a big one. So they have more sizes, and of course with most things the bigger size is typically cheaper per ounce. Now, availability of Paul Mitchell. Paul Mitchell is a salon brand, a bottom tier salon brand. By that I mean that it doesn't cost as much as a lot of these other salon brands. You're going to want to get this from official retailers. And they have an official Amazon store. And anytime in my description box when I link Amazon when I'm talking about Paul, it's always from their official Amazon store because I don't play around with the foolery. Ulta is an official retailer because there's a salon in there. I think the salon in Walmart may have this as well. JCPenney salon may have it. And then, of course, if you go to a local salon, they have it. And you can, of course, buy this from the Paul Mitchell website. But there are a lot of places that be selling this, and I don't know if they authorize. I'm looking at you, CVS and Walmart. I don't know if y'all supposed to be selling Paul Mitchell up in there. It could be diverted product. Y'all look at the diverted product, and it is dirty. But, of course, the original product costs more than the Sally Beauty product, and the original, though, is more available in more places and in more sizes. Okay, so let's actually, before we get into the really, really deep stuff, which is the ingredients, let's actually look at the color, okay? One thing about Paul is that it is a bright blue color. So this is the original actual Paul Mitchell. I think I'll stay back because the camera is trying its darndest to balance with everything being white. Now this product is almost empty, so I had to like shake it to the bottom. So this is the GVP's color. Ooh, let's get a little bit closer because this one I've been using. Okay, so back, I don't know if you can initially tell. Let me get closer and maybe it'll focus. Okay, so it is a similar blue, very, very similar, but I find that this one is a little lighter. And then this one is a little bit of a darker color. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera. They're both crazy fluorescent blue. Okay, I know that people are like thrown off by that when they first use the product. Like, oh my God, this blue. But it is, right? So this one is it's a slightly different shade. And this one's more like a hot color. Like a hot blue, aqua, whatever, right? Now, since I have them open, let's go ahead and get into the texture of them as well. So this is the Paul. Okay. Paul is a more thin, milky texture. See, real thin. So that's why the blue color is not really a big deal. You don't have to worry about it because it goes away like immediately. Like y'all can barely see that. Very thin. And I didn't even rub it that much. It's almost jelly-like, right? Let me use my other finger in my other hand to get you some of the GVP. Now this, the texture is the first thing I noticed about this GVP. Okay, the GVP is actually thicker and creamier of a product. You see how this is more gel-like? I don't know if I'm making a difference here, if you can tell, but this one you can still kind of see almost a whiteness to it because it is thicker and creamier. Okay, so the difference in texture is very subtle, but there is a difference in texture with the GVP version being a little thicker and a little bit more creamy. Matter of fact, before I do that, the scent difference as well. So I was kind of playing around with these yesterday and smelling the scents of them. And let me move my hands to the bottom because they do have the product on them. But yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let me do... I just got a little bit on my lip, girl. But that's okay. I'd rather have this one on my lip than this one. So for both of them, they both have like a fresh, clean, Zest body white, Zest body bar, not even the body wash, but the actual bar soap scent. Slightly masculine, but the GVP version is very, very, very strong. Like it is knock you in the face. Someone just took a shower with the bar soap in this room scent. Whereas the Paul Mitchell one is very subtle. Like you have to really to get the scent of it. It's as if maybe someone took a shower with the bar soap in the morning and it's like 8 or 9 o'clock and they kind of smell like it, but not really. It is a much, much more subtle scent. Now, I will say that of both of them, neither of them really smell in the hair anyway. Like I have the GVP in my hair and I did my hair yesterday. I do not smell it at all. The scent is completely gone. So neither of them linger, but initially when you are doing your hair, you are going to smell that GVP much, 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 much stronger. Now let's get into this ingredients list because there's a lot going on here. First of all GVP products have like a little ingredients comparison. So here's one list here, which I believe is the GVP, and then this one is the actual Paul, right? But they make a point to say it's from 2015. And I do believe Paul has made some changes to the formulation of this leave-in over the years because there have been situations where I noticed the ingredients list listed in different places was different. But if you're straight looking at this, the ingredients are very similar. Very, very similar. The only difference is that the Paul Mitchell side has wheat germ imidacloprid, ethyl diammonium ethyl sulfate, and in that same place over on the GVP side, they have soy imidacloprid, ethyl diammonium ethyl sulfate. They are two different ingredients. They just sound very, very similar to each other, and they both serve as like a conditioning ingredient. Anti-static conditioning ingredient. And then over on the Paul side has centrobonium bromide, which is a static decreasing and conditioning ingredient. And then they have magnesium chloride, which is a salt that thickens the product. And then over on the GVP side of things, after fragrance, they have a couple of like floral extracts, geraniol, hexylcinnamyl, and linalool. So that's like, I think lavender, chamomile, and then like citronella and stuff like that. So that's the difference between these. They're very, 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 very similar. But if you actually look at the actual Paul conditioner, and I know this one is new because this product was out of stock on Ulta and everywhere. Couldn't get it anywhere. So I believe that Ulta freshly got this from the truck, honey, because I ordered this online to be able to even get it. So I think this is the most recent ingredients list. And basically it has this little part where there's the first 3 ingredients, which is water, cetyl alcohol, and stearoyl alcohol. That's the same first 3 ingredients that's in this GVP. And then there's like this extract section. Now, when you get to the extract section, it is different. Here, jojoba, it's like jojoba extract. And then here it's jojoba oil. And the jojoba oil is further down the ingredients list in the extract section than it is here. It's like ingredient number Like as far as the extract section, it is literally the first extract listed, whereas the oil is listed like, man, second to last of this little extract section. There are extracts that are in this that aren't in this, like white ginger. That's not in here at all. And then there was, maybe it's this one, Anthemis nobilis. I think, no, that one is in there. There was another one that's not in here as either. And then after the extract section, like the whole part where you have the water-soluble cones and some other things like that, citric acid, it's completely different. The order is completely different. There's things that are in here. If you're afraid of hydroxytowin, which I'm not, that's in this and it's not in this at all. Like literally it's all crazy. Now where this one, the 2015, didn't include extracts after the fragrance, this one does, and it has the extracts that are in the GVP. So it's got like citronellol, coumarin, geraniol, hexylcinnamol, limonene, linalool. All of that is after fragrance. So, and then Blue One is dead last on this one, whereas it's not on this one. So this ingredients list is very different, actually. Very, very different from each other. It's not as close as this would have you believe with the 2015 ingredients. If you're comparing this to this, I don't know if perhaps they've just made a lot of changes or what. And I feel that because, like I said, the texture is different. The GVP is thicker. It is more creamy when you start to work with it, whereas the actual Paul is more jelly-like, more of like a serum light leave-in type situation. Now, the performance of them is exactly the same, though. The performance is exactly the same. In fact, if you don't believe what I'm saying, in the 9 gels that work on natural hair video, I believe I have official Paul Mitchell the conditioner and Obeah curly enhancing custard in my hair in that video, right, that you can see. And so this is the Obeah curl enhancing custard. In this video today, I have GVP leave-in conditioner and Obeah curl enhancing custard. And I don't think, girl, can you tell a difference? Girl, so there's a difference in scent. There's a difference in the texture and feel. But when it gets down to it, when you have this in your hair, I'm doing a black girl clap and I don't know why. There's no difference. Literally, there's no difference. I think the only thing that would make someone pick up GVP over Paul is if you're someone who has hair where you're trying to reach hydration and you need that extra texture, you like that extra feeling of the hair, you need that extra creaminess to make you feel like something good's happening to your hair, then maybe. Because Paul, in general, is not it's not going to add much to your hair. You need to have hair that's kind of already in good condition if you're going to use Paul. God. I actually have a full review of the Paul Mitchell leave-in conditioner from when I originally was using it. It's a really old video. Go check that out. People still watching it and commenting on it, girl. I have a favorite leave-ins video and that'll be listed here. Subscribe. I post videos every week and I'll talk to you in the next one.